Full name and date of birth for me, please, and take your arms out of your shirt.
Sorry about that. Todd Michael Larson.
Okay, Mr. Larson, you're here on an out-of-county warrant. It's from Bisbee Justice Court. They are alleging one count of taking contraband in a correctional facility. That's a Class 2 felony. One count of human smuggling. That's a Class 3 felony. 2 counts of possession of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony. 1 count of possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. 1 count of DUI with drugs, liquor, or vapor, that's a Class 1 misdemeanor. And 1 count of DUI with drugs or metabolites, that's also a Class 1 misdemeanor. In this case, you're going to have an attorney appointed to represent you at your next hearing, which will be at the Bisbee Justice Court on August 9th at 8:30 a.m.
Okay.
Sir, they set your bond in the amount of $10,000, which I am affirming. If you are able to post that bond, you need to make sure you make it to that court date. If not, you will be transported. Any questions, sir?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Ms. Harrison, Jesus Valenzuela. State your full name and date of birth for me, please.
Steva Kaylee Harrison, 7.
Okay, Ms. Harrison, you are here on a failure to appear bench warrant, a Superior Court bench warrant. They are alleging 1 count of possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony, and 1 count of possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. You already have an attorney appointed to represent you. Your next court date is going to be a status conference on August 15th at 8:30 a.m. The bond was set in this case in the amount of $500, which I am affirming. If you are able to post that bond, you need to make sure you make that court date. Any questions, ma'am?
No, ma'am.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Mr. Valenzuela, Nixian Walker. State your full name and date of birth for me, please.
Jesus Rudy Valenzuela, Jr.
Junior?
Yes.
Okay. Your date of birth? Okay. I need to go in here and make a change. I need to make sure that you're a junior because I don't want them to pick up your daddy accidentally. And I'm sure he doesn't want to be picked up.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Mr. Valenzuela, you are here on 2 separate matters. They are both Superior Court probation violation warrants. They are alleging that you violated terms 1, 3, and 5 of your probation. You're going to have an attorney appointed to represent you. And actually, it looks like you already have an attorney appointed to represent you. You're going to have a probation revocation arraignment hearing on August 13th at 8:30 a.m. And in both matters, they set your bond in the amount of $550 for a total of $1,100. If you're able to post those bonds, make sure you contact your probation officer within 72 hours.
Okay.
Any questions?
No, ma'am.
All right, good luck, sir. Mr. Nixian, Mr. Walker, and then William Kelly. Good morning, or afternoon even. State your full name and date of birth for me, please, sir.
Nixian Davionte Charles.
Okay, Mr. Walker, you're here on 3 separate matters. It looks like you have 2 probation violation warrants where they're alleging a term 1 violation for this new offense, and then you also have 1 new offense, 1 new Superior Court case. In that case, they are alleging 1 count of resisting arrest, a Class 6 felony, 1 count of aggravated assault on a police officer, a Class 6 felony, 1 count of criminal trespass in the 3rd degree, a Class 1 misdemeanor, and 1 count of possession of drug paraphernalia, Class 1 misdemeanor. In the new case, you're going to have an attorney appointed to represent you. Your next court date is going to be a status conference on August 12th at 8:30 a.m. You'll have a preliminary hearing on August 15th at 8:30 a.m. In this case, I set your bond at $50, okay? If you're able to post that bond, you need to make sure that you make your court date and that you contact your probation officer within 72 hours. In the 2 probation violation matters, you're going to have an attorney appointed to represent you. You're going to have a probation revocation arraignment hearing on August 13th, and your bond in both of those cases is $100. So that's a total of $250. If you post, make sure you make the court dates and that you contact your probation officer within 72 hours. Any questions? All right, good luck, sir.
Thank you.
William Kelly, Wilfred Burton. State your full name and date of birth for me, please, sir.
William Patrick Kelly.
Okay, Mr. Kelly, you're here on a Superior Court probation violation warrant. They are alleging that you violated terms 6, 11, and 21 of your probation.
Can you verify or confirm what that means? 6, 11, and 21 doesn't mean anything to me.
Okay. 6, you did not report as directed. 7, you did not actively participate and cooperate in any of the programs, screenings, and treatments, counseling, and assistance of the LifeWell behavioral health as determined. And 11, you did not follow the mental health protocols that were set for you. Okay? All right. You are going to have an attorney appointed to represent you. You'll have your next court date. It will be August 13th at 8:30 a.m. You are going to have, I'm releasing you on your own recognizance. You need to make sure that you make your next court date, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
It looks like you were out of county at the time, so I want you to...
So it's a long story.
Okay, I don't want to hear it. I just want to make sure that you make it to your next court date.
I'm staying in county for sure.
Okay.
I'll make it my next court date. Thank you.
Okay. And contact your probation officer within 72 hours, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
Mr. Burton? Jakia Denman? State your full name and date of birth for me, please.
Wilfred Brian Burton.
Okay, Mr. Burton, you are here on 3 separate matters. It looks like they have you here on a new Superior Court case and then 2 probation violation
I'm
matters.
never on probation.
Let me see what it is. Yeah, they say you're on probation.
For real? And they never gave me.
Okay, let's talk about it first, but let me talk before you talk.
Okay.
Okay, in the new Superior Court case, you are charged with 1 count of possession of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony, 1 count of possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony, and 1 count of possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. In that case, you're going to have an attorney appointed to represent you. You're going to have a status conference on August 12th at 8:30 a.m. and a preliminary hearing on August 15th at 8:31. You are going to have a bond in that case in the amount of $50, okay? If you're able to post that bond, you need to make sure you make your court date, and you also need to make sure that you contact your probation officer within 72 hours. Okay, now, probation. You are on probation for 1 count of possession of drug paraphernalia, which was committed back in 2023. They are alleging that you violated terms 3 and 5 of your probation, 3 being that you absconded, and 5 also being that you absconded. In that case, that means you didn't show up to talk to your probation officer on a regular basis like you're supposed to. In that case, they set your bond, and I believe that I might have messed up. I'm going to make some changes, okay, to 29 and 30. Okay. Oh, okay, I already put it down there. Never mind. In the first case, your bond is set in the amount of $500, which is the amount that was set on the warrant. And then in the second probation case, in that matter, you were convicted and placed on probation for another count of possession of drug paraphernalia, and again, you violated terms 3 and terms 5, and they set your bond in the amount of $500. So you have a total of $1,050. If you're able to post those bonds, you need to make sure that you make your court dates and that you contact your probation officer within 72 hours. Any questions, sir?
Yes, those last 2 probation cases, I was locked up when I went to court for that.
Okay.
And then,
you were locked up, you got convicted, you got placed on probation. When you get placed on probation, let me finish, you need to check in with your probation officer. You did not.
They never gave me a probation officer. I didn't know how to check in with them because they never gave me a probation officer. Okay,
well, when you get out of here, make sure you talk to them about that. Right now, they have you violating because you never went back and talked to anybody after you
I didn't know who to talk to. That's what I'm saying. I never knew.
Have a good day, sir.
I didn't know who to talk to. Wow, that's crazy.
Mr. Denman?
How you doing, Judge?
I'm fine, and yourself?
Doing good.
State your full name and date of birth for me, please.
Jakai Dimon, what's it called? Date of birth, 9.
Okay. Mr. Denman, you're here on a new Superior Court case. They are alleging 1 count of armed robbery, that's a Class 2 felony, 1 count of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon or dangerous instrument, that's a Class 3 felony. 1 count of possession of a prohibited weapon, that's a Class 4 sale, that's a Class 4 felony. 4 counts of aggravated assault on police officers, that's a Class 6 felony. 4 counts of resisting arrest, that's a Class 6 felony. 1 count of carrying a deadly weapon and failing to admit, that's a Class 1 misdemeanor. And 2 counts of carrying a deadly weapon under the age of 21, that's a Class 3 misdemeanor. You are going to have an attorney appointed to represent you. Sir, it's my understanding you've been in the hospital, correct?
Yes, and I never was a call. I never been convicted or committed any crimes. This is my first time.
Understood. But you've been in the hospital for how long?
Yes, ma'am. I still can't see on my left eye.
Okay, how long have you been in the hospital?
2 days.
2 days. Okay, based on the fact, and you were brought there before you were brought here to jail, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Based on the fact that you were unable to appear in court within the 24 hours due to a medical situation where you were in the hospital, I am finding extraordinary circumstances in this case, so that we are going to hear this past that 24 hours because you were not able to be here.
Mm-hmm. But that's not like because of me, it's because I was hurt, you feel me?
Correct. So it's nothing against you, we're just saying that there were reasons why you weren't able to be here.
Do you mind if I ask one thing?
Go ahead.
If I do have any type of release position, do you mind if I go on, I can be on ankle until my next court date?
Sir, I'm going to tell you the honest truth. With these charges, there is no way I would release you on just an ankle monitor. This may be your first time being arrested, but you shot for the moon when you went in this one, okay? You just reached as far up as you could go. So you are going to get a bond. Your bond in this case is $100,000. If you are able to post that bond, you need to make sure that you make your court date. You do have an attorney appointed to represent you. Your next court date is a status conference at August 12th at 8:30 a.m. and a preliminary hearing on August 15th at 8:30 a.m. Sir, there are a number of victims in this case. You are not allowed to have contact with any of them, okay?
I couldn't hear you.
Okay. There are a number of victims in this case, the people that are alleging the armed robbery and aggravated assault, and then also the officers. You are not allowed to have contact with any of those victims, okay?
All right.
Make sure you make your next court date. That is a secured appearance bond, so you can have your mom or somebody post collateral for that, okay?
What is like that? What is the collateral?
It would have to be something that's worth $100,000.
So like a house?
A house, yeah, that would be more than likely.
So if I call my auntie and I told her to put her house down for me to get out?
If she's willing to do that, she can post it, okay? But I'm just letting you know it's not a cash bond, it is secured. All right?
Is there any other way that I can get out?
Not at this time. On August 12th or 15th, the next judge may say something different, but currently at this time, that's your bond, okay?
All right, thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Good luck, sir.
I hope so.
Commissioner?
Yes.